Hey guys, Mike from CoachMikeMcDonald.com here. And are you looking for a way to overcome your fear of talking to people in network marketing? Well, today's video, I'm going to cover some different tips you can use to overcome your fear and learn an effective way how to talk to people about your business. So stay tuned. Now, for me, when I first joined the industry, I was an introverted, socially awkward video game nerd, right? So I didn't really have, a ton of sales skills or business skills or people skills by any means. When I first got started, I was shy, I was nervous to approach people. And so today's video, like I said, I'm going to cover some different tips you can use to get some better results and make it a little bit less awkward and overcome that fear when you're approaching people about your business. So really, one foundation that you want to keep in mind is that when you're approaching people or you're talking to people, you basically want to focus on their interests, not yours, right? One thing that I found that kind of had me struggle for a long time in the industry was basically I was just trying to really impress people and, try and think of cool ways to pitch my business and talk about how amazing it is, right? And that's all well and good, but, most people are really just focused on themselves, right? And so you want to be interested, not interesting. Right? Great book out there, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's one of the key foundations in that book. And so when you focus on other people, their needs, their wants, their interests, their problems, it's going to go a long way to build trust and rapport, and it's going to make it really easy to talk to people, right? As an introvert myself, that's one of the things I struggled with for a long time, but when I could shift into focusing on them, it made it so much easier to have conversations and build relationships. And that kind of ties into the second step or the second tip for you on how to overcome your fear of talking to people about your business is the idea that you want to ask a lot of questions. A couple reasons why. One, it keeps you in control of the conversation, which is great. And then, I know for me, being more of an introvert, right? I don't like talking. So it makes it a lot easier to ask a lot of questions and then just listen. And what's cool with that is actually asking a lot of questions is going to build a lot of rapport with your potential customer, with your prospect that you're talking to. So you don't actually have to talk a lot to build a lot of trust and rapport and develop that relationship. And it's funny too, because people love being heard, they love being listened to. And so if you're more introverted or you have a fear of talking to people, the more questions you can ask, the more they're going to talk, and it makes it a lot easier on you, which is great. And I definitely enjoyed that side of it as well. So you want to ask a lot of questions, and then there's specific questions obviously you want to ask as well that can more transition to your business down the road. So you want to focus on, pain points, what are their struggles, what are their goals, what are their needs, what do they want to achieve, and then that can give you valuable information that you can use later to invite them to check out your business. And so I'll get to that in a bit, but that's something to really keep in mind, that you want to ask more probing questions, find out about the person, and what's cool again is it lets them talk. And so if you're introverted, you have a fear of talking to people, you can just ask some more questions, and then again, it lets the other person talk the majority of the time. Plus it builds a lot of trust and rapport. So that's always good too, right? The third tip I have for you for overcoming your fear of talking to people about your business is that you want to focus on being a friend first. One thing that I find a lot of people struggle with is they're just in pitch mode all the time, right? All they want to do is talk about how amazing their business is and how amazing their products are. And that's great. You definitely want to be excited about your business, excited about your products. But at the same time, when you're in pitch mode, people can really smell that from a mile away, right? So if all you're talking about is how amazing your business is, it's the best thing in the world. Oh my God, you got to join, and it's it's ground floor right now and it's exploding. You got to take advantage of all this growth. There's a time and a place for that kind of thing, but not right away. Right? So you want to be a friend first, find out about the person, like I said, ask more questions, find out their needs, their wants, their pain points, because you want to be finding if that person is even a good fit for your business, right? Or if they even are a good fit for your product and service. And that kind of actually transitions into the fourth tip, is that when you're talking to people about your business, one of the big ways that I found that helped me overcome my fear of talking to people is that I was really only going to start presenting to people that were actually interested and open to what I had, right? So instead of being that pitch mode mindset and being like, how can I sell this person? It was really making the shift into how can I help this person? How can I help this person reach their goals, solve some type of problem in their life, get great results on my product, whatever the case might be. When you make that mindset shift of how can I sell this person into how can I help this person, it makes it a lot easier to share your business. Again, you're coming from that friend first mindset. You're looking for how you can help that person, and doing that not only builds a lot of trust, a lot of rapport, but it makes it really natural to actually transition into your business or into your products and services. Where again, when you're in pitch mode, people can feel that coming, right? They can sense it. And so when you do that, it actually ends up pushing people away rather than attracting them to you. So one of the ideal things that you want to do, like I said, is you ask more probing questions to find those pain points. And you might not even invite them to check out your business on the spot, right? If maybe you're never going to see that person again, sure, you can invite them to check out your business or maybe transition to that. But again, one trap that I find a lot of people get into while doing this is they get into presentation mode rather than inviting mode, right? And they get sucked into Q&A mode, having to tell them all about your business. And you obviously want them to know the information, you want them to know about your business, but there's a time and a place for that, right? So typically, it's not that second when you first meet them, when you're having that initial conversation with them. You transition into that after the effect. Maybe you reach back out to them, you're now friends on Facebook, you've connected on social media, and you can reach out to them from there. Now, obviously, like I said, if you're never going to see them again, you can still transition into inviting them to your business. And one of the great lines, whether you're inviting right away or you're following up with them down the road, is I couldn't help but overhear blank. Right? So you're in your conversation with the person, you're talking to them, you found out some pain points, you found out some goals, you found out some needs and wants, all these different things that you're finding out about them. So when you transition to your business, you can say something along the lines of like, hey, I couldn't help it over here when you were talking yesterday, or I couldn't help it over here throughout our conversation. It sounds like you're kind of frustrated at your work right now. It sounds like they're not paying you what you're worth. Sounds like, you wish you could be doing better. And, it may or may not be for you, but I'm just curious. Have you ever considered doing something else outside of that? Right? So that could be a really cool transition into your business. Or again, maybe you're talking about like health and fitness. That's what you promote. Hey, I couldn't help it over here. It sounds like you've been trying to, lose weight for a while. You've been trying all these different programs and nothing seems to really work. It may or may not be for you, but I'm just curious. Part of what I do is I help people lose weight more effectively without spending hours in the gym. Would you be open to checking that out? I think it could potentially help, with what you were talking about earlier. So again, that could be a transition if you market, health and wellness or nutrition. So you can really use this no matter what you market, what you promote. I couldn't help it over here, blank. You insert some kind of problem, some type of need, some type of want, some type of goal that they have. If I could show you a way to solve that, basically, if I could show you a way to lose that weight without spending hours in the gym, if I could show you a way to spend more time with your kids without having to send them to daycare, would you be open to checking it out? If I could show you a way to pay off your college debt faster, would you be open to checking it out? Right? So I couldn't help it over here, blank problem. Well, what I do is I help people do this, or, if I could show you a way to do blank, would you be open to checking it out? And so you're finding out in advance if they're open, if they're interested in what you have, and it makes it so much more natural to transition. And I know for me, actually knowing what to say and how to say it, and different scripts, different invites, different things like that I could actually use, that's what really helped me overcome that fear of talking to people, because I knew what was going to happen, right? So when I asked those questions, most people, if you found out a pain point, you offer a solution to them, most people are going to be open to taking a look. And again, if they're not, you're not going to try and force your business down on them, right? You're not going to be like, oh, well, I know you don't want to lose weight, but let me tell you how you have to, right? Or I know you don't want to make another, $1,000 a month, but let me show you how, because you need to, right? That's not how it works. If they're not open, they're not interested, you're not going to present your business. You still keep that relationship, right? Maybe you add them as a friend on Facebook, you stay connected, and you can follow up with them down the road. Maybe timing's not right for them at that time, and that's totally cool. You can just follow up with them later on when it's more appropriate. But for those that are open, then you can transition into your business. And then again, like I said, it's very natural. It's not awkward. It's not pushy. It's not salesy, because they said that they agreed that they had some sort of problem or some sort of want or need or goal. And now you're helping them achieve that through what it is that you're going to share with them. So if they're open to checking it out, it's not weird. You can just be like, cool, well, the next step is let's grab coffee this week. Or the next step is let's hop on a quick Zoom call. I can show you what it's all about. Or the next step is I'd love to introduce you to some of my team members that I work with that head up expansion here in the area. So there's a lot of ways that you can transition into your business at that point without being awkward, without being weird. And so again, when you follow these tips for how to talk to people and overcome your fear of talking to people, makes it a lot more simple to share your business, more natural. You're not pushy, you're not awkward, right? And this really helped me out when I first got started, because like I said, super introverted, socially awkward, video game nerd. Obviously, I'm still a video game nerd, right? But, you can work with what you get. And so again, if you follow these tips, it's going to help you get much better results in your business. And you're going to feel a lot more natural. And it can really help you overcome your fear of talking to people about your business. So again, guys, hopefully you got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And again, definitely subscribe to my channel as well to get more tips and training to help you grow a profitable business from home. And then also, maybe you're struggling with even finding people to talk to, right? I know I felt like that for a long time. I went through my warm market. I talked to my friends and family. I wasn't really sure who to reach out to after that. Well, one of the things that really changed my business and made a big difference was learning the skill set of how to generate leads through social media and how to actually attract people to me rather than having to hunt people down. And so I actually put together a free lead generation boot camp that teaches you that skill set and what I've learned over years in the industry, and has really helped me grow my business. And you can really apply these exact same strategies to grow your business as well. So if you'd like to access that, it's totally free. Just click the link below this video, or you can head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/5-day coaching. Again, that's coachmikemcdonald.com/5-day coaching. And you can plug into that free lead generation bootcamp to help you teach you the skill sets. You get me as a virtual coach, walking you through step by step how to set up these tools, how to set up systems, and learn that skill set of lead generation to really help you take your business to the next level. So again, click on the link below this video to access that, or you can head to coachmikemcdonald.com/5-day coaching. But once again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.